Poems are concealed and revealed in a secret language. These words that twist and tatter and weave a language of love. Indecipherable yet obvious, these vibrations pour the nectar of ancient songs through the sleeves of memory and into our hearts where stars fell long ago and have never stopped burning. Mirrored skirts twirl, and we are reflections of this gypsy dance of shine and shadow and opalescent skies on a cloudery day. The hush before the storm is a hymn that hypnotizes all travelers who long to visit the faraway, which never appears on a map, as all diagrams assume there is a thing called distance, a place where you are, X marks the spot, and a place where you are not, when even that great emptiness inside your chest has swallowed you along with the starlight that lit your path when you were out scraping the ground for breadcrumbs. Forgetting to look up, we thought we had lost the light, but it was always in our eyes, this light we can never capture or see as we are it. Drenched with rain now, the hush does not leave. It is love's primordial song, a passion play without actors, a watercolor dream song without words, includes all words, all poems delivered nakedly to your heart, sinking into the secret places only love songs reveal, exposing what you really never wanted to hide but could never find or lose. That you are inseparable from the love you long for, and a lifetime of chasing your tail has never stopped this longing. It cannot be filled. You are the love and the longing for it. Anything said about this paints it. Circular reasoning spirals out of the galaxy of thought, and starlight pours through our eyes, blinding us to the light we are, that this is, that love is. Poems soar through the tumbling ease. Starlight pours through our eyes, or are these tears? Words surf through the sounds they make and vibrate into a song of this and that. They paint galaxies of thought that stream through their own rivers of light and sound. We are the surfers of cosmic winds, delicately lacing starlight into webs of imaginary meaning and waves of daylight pouring through the window, never caught by the spiderweb of thought that weaves them, never held by the dancing dust motes propelled by my breath, suspended in the steam of my coffee. The eye is the imaginary reference point without which there would be no things or the absence of things. The eyes are the light of the world. Never and forever heaven and hell meet as your eyes kiss the world into being. This is where the unknown is imagined to be known, creating an imaginary knower, a seer, a toucher, a taster, a feeler, a dreamer of dreams. And it is not good or bad, as good and bad are simply words, meaningless lines dividing the sea into wetness and water and these salty tears. Within and without are made up. Where is the wind exactly? In the tree tops and the leaves playing shine and shadow into the garden, or in my eyes, in my heart, in these fingers typing wind? The universe has always been a construction of thought, paper winds ripping apart sound and light, and wind itself cannot pour out of the words. There are no words without words. One word does not stand alone, as alone is a word. We are words sliding across a screen painted by words, and so all is a poem of light and love. I love to feel my lips move as my breath pours from my chest, as I say, I love you, because I do. And you watch the tall blue pines reaching for sky as their shimmering needles stab light into your eyes. Your feet loose the ground and you disappear into infinite blue. Sky falls into your fingers, pours through your arms and billows in your chest. Whale songs reverberate and rip apart the waters that blinded you to the beauty of wetness. Horizons burn, and there is no distance, no here nor there or in between love and not love. It is like there is a recording of life happening at the same time as life, and you are the whirling around, the looking for the true and real. But love burns a hole in the roof of your mind, as inside and outside melt into an indescribable light. Looking through the waves of time, multifaceted rays of rainbow reflections slash your eyes into ribbons of color that weave a satin river flowing. Its words cannot hold wetness. All is slippery, all is drowning. There is no place to rest and no one to move or stand still. You find yourself floating downstream, knowing there is no up or down, washed away by your own love. Your feet seem to fit into your footprints, yet they are the fingerprints of stars burning oceans of tears where butterflies hover and slide into the rippling, and you are lost in the meandering of tangling sky. Tears and more tears wash rivers of songs through our eyes. We are submerged in the murmurations of sublime grace, painting liquid walls of imagination, melting into a pirouette of colors. Seared and melted into the shadowing sun. An arabesque of perfect clarity pierces the dark and quiet night, as echoes roll and dance with echoes, sounding like two they are not, even one voice, this chorus of nothing and everything. Liquid mirrors reflecting nothing melt into the sand, where we left our footprints a long time ago and could never find or lose. Yet we can feel these ancient melodies reverberating across an edgeless sea. They are the wind and the surf, and the bottomless sky, softly, gently falling through our hands, our ears, our mouths, our beating hearts. Love is and is not, and we are the spinning. Dizzy, we fall into sky, sky falls into sky, and wind blows emptiness through the looking glass where our lips meet. Within and without this stillness, these dancing songs bloom and recede into velvet. There is no one on the other side of this soft kiss, and no one on this sideways glance in between the betweens, where here kisses there, and arpeggios slide up the scale and down simultaneously, and it should be chaos, and it is unknowable, but it sounds like love singing. Rainbows gathering in pools of echoes, just waiting for the sun and moon to embrace and fall and fall and fall into the bottomless. Our magic carpet flowers and flows through the walls and drifts through the horizon. We fly to the other side of nowhere where our reflections recognize themselves and spirals cut through space. Remove our breath from the sigh and our eyes from the light, this all-consuming brilliance that swallows our tears and the eyes that weep. The hand that reaches finds its own reaching. The heart that yearns is yearning for this ache, not to stop or to continue. This ache is the love we longed for. Echoes have no base of sound. Reflections have no source of light. We cannot fall into what is not, and there is no falling into an abyss of nothing, for who or what would fall? And yet we return. Echoes blazing, hearts burning, mouths pierced with arrows, bleeding sunset into sky, dancing with windy shadows and newly fallen leaves scooting down the empty streets, and the rumble of morning that will never come, just around the corner. We are the weeping and the tears, this beautiful heart breaking, sun leaking into our eyes.